Hello, guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And I'm really excited as we'll be looking forward to the next games. And remember, we are in that moment where a lot of games are being played, as many as they can in a short amount of time. So we continue. Game week. What game week is this now? Literally, I have no idea, but anyway, we'll talk about that anyway as we go on. But before we go in the farm, we are gonna look at the transfer news and what has been happening in the world of transfers before we get ourselves ready for what we are here for. So let me change to this screen so that maybe it becomes easy for you to see me. So let's put that on the screen. So transfer news, people. We are back again, and today we are dealing with nothing than Fernando Torres Day, as it looks like it's gonna be a Fernando Torres Day today. The first news goes like Fernando Torres has arrived in Barcelona for his medicals, according to AES, who reports, and they're saying that Matteo Niles is on the verge of joining Roma from Arsenal on a loan. That's from Madizil or something like that. Fernando Torres has arrived in Barcelona ahead of his 55 million plus add-on move from Man City. He will put a pen on a paper on a 5-year contract. Is expected to be announced in the coming hours. One thing that we have to understand about Barcelona, it's on the verge of building. They're trying to build. This team has been dead, and I don't know. I have not yet seen enough from Fernando Torres to believe that this is a move for them in the right direction. But if the manager has the belief and the trust that he will be what they want him to be, then that's what we'll go with. He did not get enough of the game time he was looking for in Man City. So, of course, it explains why he's leaving. So we will definitely see how that goes. So transfers for Fernando Torres to Barcelona should be official tomorrow. That was yesterday. Also, Fernando Torres, as you can see, Everton are interested in signing Felipe Coutinho on loan in January, but his wages are problematic. That is according to Sport. Real Madrid are no longer interested. Yeah, this was yesterday's news, but this what we have for you people. Fernando Torres is about to become a Barcelona player in just few hours, should I say, or maybe few minutes. You never know. It might be announced right now. I'm about to check, or what. The last news we got was that he has arrived for his medicals. Now we wait to see how this goes. What are you expecting, and are you really interested in seeing how this is going to work out for Barcelona? That is the question that most of the world must be asking themselves. So what's going to happen today? And I'm just curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So as we get the show started, click the like button and subscribe to the Connect as we get the Football Connect on the way. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Again, we are back again, and I'm really excited over all that has been happening in the world of football. We had some good games yesterday. Brighton beating Brentford. We also saw Chelsea coming back to winning ways. We also saw Manchester City 6-3 win over Leicester City. We also saw Arsenal beating Norwich City by 5-0. We also saw Chelsea beating Crystal Palace by a scoreline of 3-0. Wilfred Zaha got a red card into that one. I really don't know what the guy was doing, but those are some of the games that were played yesterday, and it was really good to watch. So today, as we are talking right now, we're going to be continuing with Manchester United, who are almost on the verge of playing. They're about to play the game since after the corona outbreak. They'll be playing against Newcastle. It's also going to be one of the games that is going to be interesting. Also, there are also some should I say, some reports that are reporting that there are some games that has been postponed due to some COVID outbreaks in their camps. So I'll also give them those the names of those teams out there. Arsenal is being reported as one of them. But the main news that we're actually here for is to talk about Romelu Lukaku's return and how it might look like is the thing that is gonna save Chelsea's title should I say title hopes, if that even makes sense. Let me do something here, people. So, guys, as I'm saying, we are talking about a lot of things that are happening in the world of football. Sorry for that. It was just an emergency that I had to just fix something here, but it's sorted. So, we need to talk about Lukaku, the performance, and how he was bullying over Aston Villa's performance and how that got the team and the fans smiling for once after such a long period of time. We got them smiling. He got them smiling. He was there. He was showing like the number 9 that they want him to be. He did all the things that he needed to do, and it was amazing to see. You know, for some people who literally don't even care about Chelsea, we were completely shocked, especially knowing that I'm be playing them after 3 games from now. It's not something that you want to prepare for. But anyway, right now as a Liverpool fan, I'm allowed to only focus on Leicester at this moment. I don't care about the rest. I'm only going to be focusing on Leicester, but also I'm not going to just let it slide. The performance we saw from Lukaku, he deserves a mention. He deserves people to talk about it. And if the world doesn't, then you're always truly Sam will do it. So anyway, let me put the news and let's see what we have to say according to what the goal is talking about Lukaku. So this is the news according to the goal. As you can see on the screen, they are saying that the top story first. Lukaku returns just in time to keep Chelsea's title dreams alive. Yes, Lukaku's return, even though before he got into the game, it was 1-1, right? Yes, it was 1-1, and it was because of the header he scored in the penalty he created that gave Chelsea the victory that they needed to see this game through. It was not easy. We have to be honest, guys. It was not an easy game. Aston Villa were attacking. I felt like more than Chelsea winning the game and taking advantage of more than Chelsea winning the game and being good, I think it was Aston Villa's mistakes in substituting and delaying of substituting of some players and also doing the right things when they were needed. And the players' performance as a whole, they were not really up to the Aston Villa that I've come to know under Stevie G, or let me say the one that I saw playing against Liverpool. We remember that game like yesterday. I was there. It was not an easy game for us. We had to win by a penalty, if I remember. What I saw in that game was this. First, I have to be honest. What I saw was this. Some silly mistakes costed Aston Villa. The penalty, the catch penalty, and the other penalty as well. The one that happened off the ball incident. No, that one was the Man City one. Yeah, that was Man City. But the penalty first, then the second one as well. All of them were penalties, but the defense made some small areas. Imagine if Chelsea didn't get those 2 penalties, that game would have ended 1-1 by the goal that the header that Lukaku scored. But he was of a bully that he forced some players to make some errors, especially the last goal. The last goal for me was, I think, should I say the template that the Chelsea fans needed to believe that they have a squad that can at least push Manchester City, because at this moment everyone all over the world are saying that Manchester City are uncatchable and there's nothing we can do to even get close to what Manchester City are doing. But I'm saying with what Lukaku did yesterday, with how he performed the header, the way he was able to position himself. By the way, what a cross from Adele. That was an amazing cross, and what he did to get that goal, and also how he worked to get the penalty. Because if that penalty was not given, I think if we look elsewhere, Aston Villa would have created something to score goals. I felt like players like Danny Ings wasted chances. He was not really into the game, and I think he was one of the people that costed Aston Villa to at least have a fighting chance over this Chelsea team, because everything that he was doing, everything that these guys were doing, they were working so hard to try to prove that they can produce something, and we saw that that was some of the things that were missing in the game, and probably we hope that it is something that can change as well, because if they're not going to be performing so well, we hope that the team can actually produce something that can be meaningful. I hope so. Can produce something, but we will definitely see how the game goes. We'll definitely see how this goes. The game is over. Aston Villa will work on it, and Stevie G will work on it. One of the things we can say, they didn't have the force in the bench. Stevie G, remember, he tested positive for COVID, and they could not represent his team as the club manager as well. So he was missing from the sideline where he was is always at when the team is playing so well. So maybe that is some of the things people take for granted, how some of the things can affect them. But also over the game, there's some things that I noticed in the game that I need to highlight. Reece James, you know, Reece James has been labeled to be one of the best defenders out there. In fact, according to a lot of Chelsea fans, Reece James is better, 1,000 miles better than Trent Alexander Arnold, and he is so perfect. And he has got this, he has been given all this praise all over the world. He has been given all the trust. They are going all for him. They are really putting their neck out for this guy, and I love it. When fans stands up for their player and they do something and say something over the player, believing that he can be what they see him to be. It's good. It's really what we want when you talk football wise. We're having a team to stand for your players and say that these guys can do something. But I feel like maybe the praise that he has gotten so much has gotten to his head. Or should I say, I'm now seeing some things that he's doing in the game, which he's trying by all means to be like Trent Alexander Arnold. Or maybe it is the manager himself, Tuchel, who's trying to say that, yes, I do have my own player who can outclass a club player. Maybe that could be. Because when I was watching yesterday's game, Reece James was trying to cross, even though the crosses were not getting where they need to go. He was trying to cross. Which he's not really good at, by the way. He was trying to do the free kicks. He was trying everything. He was trying in that game, which we're not really producing anything. Some things that we have seen countless times Trent Alexander-Arnold doing them, and producing some amazing moments for both the Liverpool fans and himself to remember. I see this young kid trying to do the same thing, and I just say to myself, aren't we not putting so much pressure onto this kid that now is putting himself on the line to try to prove to the world that, yes, he is better than Trent Alexander-Arnold and he can do everything? Of course, we know he can score. He has proven that he can do that. But also now we are talking of the fact that he is now trying to give those pinpoint crosses that the Odoi were doing, or the ones that we are used to seeing the likes of Mason Mount doing, or at least, let me say, highly qualified to do what he was busy trying to put himself in the picture for. And I don't get it, because for example, that free kick that was on the edge, that one, give that ball to Mason Mount, 100%, it is a goal. He will produce something with that, 100%. I know he can. I've seen him multiple times doing that. And you give it to Reece James. He kicks the ball. He goes over the bar. He did it. He gets another one, which I think it was a cross, but it was also a free kick. No, God, I'm busy. I'm busy. He gets another cross. He crosses it in. It passes the players. And I'm like, aren't you not like trying to do so much, which is not really necessary for you to be doing it? If you're not good at something, it's okay. Play football at your own strength. The best thing you can do as a footballer is playing the ball in your own strength, not trying to imitate another player, and because the fans are busy comparing you with that player, you think that you can imitate what the player does, or you can imitate the player's strength and hope that they can be your strength as well, so that there's nothing that can separate you from the player. Because, for example, we know when Chelsea fans speaks, I as a Liverpool fan can come out and say that, but he cannot do this, and I know for a fact Trent Alexander-Arnold can do that, which is a fact. Now this guy is trying by all means to imitate Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I feel like rather than building him, as we have also come in love and actually fallen in love with this type of game, we are now starting to hate. Should I say hate? We are now starting to lose the player we are seeing. Maybe it's because of the too much praise he has been given. We are starting to lose what he was offering for Chelsea than what we are seeing now. I don't know. Chelsea and Liverpool are playing on January the 2nd. We will see head on Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Reece James. Let's see what happens, because I'm really curious, because I saw him doing some things that unlike him, but he's trying them so that he can please the fans who are putting so much pressure on him. And it's really, really painful to see. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section over the Reece and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Anyway, let's go back to our main story, Lukaku. As we are talking about Lukaku here, remember, Lukaku returns in time to keep Chelsea title dreams alive. That's according. The Blues record signing came off the bench to score his first league goal since September and winning a penalty as Thomas Tuchel's side beat Aston Villa, with Chelsea's Premier League title hopes seemingly slipping away from them recent weeks. Thomas Tuchel needed a hero. Unfortunately for the Blues manager and all the club's fans, he finally was able to call upon the 97 million club recording signing Romelu Lukaku at Villa on Boxing Day. The Belgium international showed the difference he can make when he is fit and is firing. Facing 9 points deflected by header City at the kickoff, and after struggling so much now they're talking about this against Aston Villa, Lukaku introduced off the bench for only his sixth appearance since mid-October. Wow. So he's not been playing. So we can keep continuing. You can just go check it out. It's on the Go People. I can't go through the whole thing. It becomes kind of like boring. You see what I mean? But anyway, we were able to see what Lukaku came in and produced for Chelsea. He came in, showed the world that he is still the best player that Chelsea fans want him to be. Yeah, I know. It's just weird. Chelsea fans want him to be, and he came in and produced the things that we wanted to see him. He was bullying Tyrone Mings, and I felt like that was what they needed. A player who can be in the face of Tyrone Mings, and that's exactly what Lukaku came from the bench and did. He was all over his face, and Tyrone Mings, whenever he gets a striker who does that to himself, he literally folds, he disappears from the game. And when that happened, it was easy for them to get the goals. The midfielder of Aston Villa was not really that strong, and we could see how they were shaky, but all the things we just went and they opened up, and somehow at the end of the day, Chelsea got the game and they won the game, which I felt like they deserved. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section, as we are going to be looking at what's going to be happening in the Premier League as we continue. Remember, the league doesn't stop there. We are starting with what is going to be happening with Manchester United tonight against Newcastle, as this is the game that is going to be played as early as tonight. Anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, as early as tonight, that is the game that we need to be putting our heads and our eyes and our ears and everything we can put onto that game, because it's going to be exciting to see what is going to be happening in that game. So one thing that we can prepare over the game is, let's get it. Okay, so before I go anyway, I think so. You knew that I was going to do this. Hello. Hey, how are you? What is that? I don't know what that is. How are you, say? Anyway, so what we need to I'm gonna put on the screen first is the results of yesterday. To those people who did not see the results of yesterday, then from then we build up to go to where we're gonna be going. So I hope you're excited for this. Let's put that on the screen. Okay, so guys, as you can see there, Manchester City 6, Leicester City 3, Norwich 0, Arsenal 5, Spurs 3, Crystal Palace nil, Bahamas 2, Southampton 3, Aston Villa. Wait, let me do something here. Those are some of the things we saw. The Hammers were 2 and Southampton 3, Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 3, Brighton 2, Brentford nil. So over those games, the games that I'm going to talk about are really less. I'm not going to talk about more of those games that were played, just the little games that we saw. Firstly, the Man City game. Man City were firing in the first half, man. They were firing like a house on fire. We saw them coming from the left to the right. 4 goals were scored in 21 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, or 25 minutes. They'd already scored 4 goals, 2 penalties, one from Sterling, the one from Mirez, and the goal. The other was a goal from De Bruyne, that easy opening shot that he turned and he scored alone. Then the other one, I think it was a header, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure the other goal that he got in, but I think it was a head or something like that. But there were 2 goals, and all of them, there were penalties were caused by Yuri Tilleman. He is the guy who I think of all the games he has played, that was a horror show for him. And of course, one thing that we need to note from this game was this: there was no Jimmy Vardy. Brendan Rodgers is still angry over what happened in the last games, and he decided to put Jimmy Vardy out of the game. He was not in the game at all. So what happened? What it means was this: they were playing with Kelechi Iheanacho, and who was the other one who was playing? This other guy who I think is still a new kid on the block. We need to get used to him. Was also playing with him. And I felt like Brendan Rodgers, of course, the Liverpool game was embarrassing. They're playing with the youngsters of Liverpool and what they did to you, it was practically embarrassing. I felt like he should have introduced the Jimmy Vardy somehow as the game was going. And I felt like he was going to be the different maker. Oh, the other one was Lookman. It was Lookman, who scored an amazing goal, by the way. I really loved that because I feel like if they had Jamie Vardy into that game, the way City were being exposed from behind, he was going to punish Edison. He was going to punish Edison because when you have some strength as a team, I always wish and hope that the team smells the coffee and just play into your strength. That there's no need for me to try to show up when I know that this is my weakness. If I have a strength, I'm gonna play to my strength so that I get something out of this game. And I felt like that should have been what Leicester did. Their strength is either first the shots from Madison and Tillerman from out from the mid, or Jimmy Vardy running and getting those cross and scoring. But they decided to allow that they have the players who doesn't do these runnings but also walk. Remember, Patson Daka was not even in the game. He was injured. Another speedy striker. If they had not done that, they should have at least tried to play somehow with other players. And I think that's one thing that costed them. But they almost did a complete comeback. They almost did a complete comeback. City had a horror show of about 15 to 20 minutes in the second half, where Leicester were just all over them. They scored the goals, they did everything, and it was just embarrassing. The City looked like they were exposed. They were literally exposed. And this is one of the things that I keep telling the world. They might be good to the citizens, but they are still lacking a lot. They are still lacking a lot into their team. Anyway, I'll hear from you guys. What were your thoughts over that game? Let me know in the comment section. Arsenal 5-0. No, we talked about that one yesterday, even though I was tired that we talked about that one. The other game that shocked me was the Hammers being beaten by Southampton. What is happening with West Ham? Are they also having going through that episode that Everton went through? If you remember Everton, by the way, they had this episode that they went through last season where they were actually even on top of the league. They looked like everything was going well. The world was exactly against their feet or something like that, whatever you say. But everything was working so well for them until they started dropping points. And when they started dropping, they never looked up. They kept going down, and that's what I feel like is happening to Hammers now. Now it's 3 games now. I don't think that they have a victory, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Let me check right now. They're on the screen. I don't think they have a victory in the last games that they've played. I don't think they do have that, which for me is now also going to be a problem as well for them, because they'd given us this somehow this thing for us to believe that they had this big thing and stuff like that, and now things are just turning upside down for them. So yeah, things can happen. So yeah, let me see. Yes, the Hammers results. I'm checking their results right now. I hope you can see it on the screen there. Yeah, I think you can see it now. Their last games, their results. So since the 4th of December, where they beat Chelsea by 3-2, they played Burnley, they drew 0-0. They played Arsenal, which they were beaten by 2-0. They've played Southampton, and they've lost by 3-2. So in other words, in the past 3 games of the Hammers, they've only managed to pick up a point. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like Christmas is come, and now it's over with them, and now things are falling apart. Yes, people, the book is real. Things do fall apart. You should go check it out. It's a book by the Things Fall Apart. I think I remember reading it. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, it's a novel. No, it's a book. It's a short story book. Yeah, I was a literature kid, so yeah, you don't be confused when I'm going like that with you. I was a literature kid, people. I did literature. So I feel like now the honeymoon is over for the Hammers, and we literally can see them falling apart. Like things fall apart. They're falling apart. Like Everton did, like Leicester City is currently going through at the moment. Teams are falling apart. And as interesting as this is, as teams fall apart, others are always going high, like the likes of Tottenham beating Crystal Palace by 3-0 with a horror show from Zaha. And also, that's also one of the teams where the manager was not there. Patrick Vieira was not there because he was unfortunately fighting COVID, if that is the best way I can explain this. And the last one was Brentford versus Brighton. That was a good game. I don't want to lie to you. That was a good game. That was bon appetit. That was a good game. I enjoyed watching it. The attack from from Brighton, the way they were so dangerous. Mwepo, man, you gotta put some respect on that Zambian kid. Trust me. These are some of the days when I wish that Zambian was in the AFCON. Because, yeah, with the likes of Mwepo, Patson Daka, that team would be unstoppable. But anyway, these are some of the things that we saw from them, and it was amazing. Now we are moving back to the fixtures, people. I can't stick and keep talking about things that aren't going to be happening. I don't want to spend time with people who don't want to be cool. So we go to the predictions now. As we prepare for today and tomorrow. We got some interesting fixtures that are yet to come or that are coming now. So we go with that. Anyway, let me put that on the screen to make it big. Then after doing that, we go back to this. So the fixtures. Look at those. Look at this. These are some of the games that has been postponed, by the way. Dates to be confirmed. Arsenal versus Wolves, Arsenal versus Liverpool, Aston Villa versus Burnley, Brentford versus United, Brighton versus Spurs, Brighton versus Chelsea, Burnley versus Spurs, Burnley versus Watford, Burnley versus Everton, Chelsea versus Arsenal, Everton versus Leicester, Leeds versus Aston Villa, Leicester versus Spurs, Liverpool versus Leeds, United versus Brentford, Brighton, and Southampton versus Brentford, Watford versus Crystal Palace, West Ham versus Norwich, Wolves versus Watford. Those are some of the games that we can confirm that were postponed because of some COVID related situations, and we will give you the updates when some things are happening. But as we are talking about this, look, there's no Man City at all. They've been enjoying their time, you see, and I think there's only one from Chelsea. So today's game is Newcastle versus that team, Manchester United. Tomorrow we have got Crystal Palace versus Norwich, Southampton versus Spurs, Watford versus West Ham, and Leicester City versus Liverpool. Then the 28th, hello. Oh. Then the 29th, we've got Chelsea versus Brighton, Brentford versus Man City. The 30, we've got Everton versus Newcastle, Manchester United versus Burnley. Then from then it'll be another week. So I'm gonna put a line here, draw a line here, and make sure that I deal with the ones that I highlighted. Deal with the ones that I highlighted. So first game of the new week. I wish I might have to confirm which week is it. We have Newcastle versus United. My prediction is gonna be easy as 4-0 to United. You know what? Yes, I get it. Newcastle is one of the most expensive teams in the world at the moment. I get it. And I'm not denying that at all. I'm not denying it. They're expensive. They are really expensive. But should I say the wrong team? Or at the wrong time? I don't know what will seem not offensive, you have to say. They bought the team at the wrong time. And at the time as they're at the moment, they're fighting a lot of things, struggles, injuries, and a lot of things that they're dealing with. And that are some of the things that are going to cost this Newcastle team. I know they're going to be relegated. There's no survival of relegation. I was watching the ESPN guys, and some of the people's Christmas wishes was for Newcastle to remain in the title race or to remain in the Premier League, but I don't see it. The whole world is going to laugh over that one. And there's nothing we're going to do about it, but just watch them laugh. And when we move on, we move. We move. I made that yesterday. Yeah, we move. So that's my prediction. Not even trying to be a jerk or anything. That's just the truth. Crystal Palace versus Norwich. Crystal Palace 3, Norwich 1. That's my prediction. Norwich are shit. There's no anything that I can do to sugarcoat that, but Norwich are just completely a bag of shit. Sorry to the fans of Norwich, but that's completely the truth. You guys are dealing with a lot, and I don't see you surviving anything. Teams in the Premier League are gonna keep beating you, and like I'm saying, Crystal Palace are gonna beat you. The Conor Gallagher, after what they were done by Tottenham Hotspur, they need a team to release that pressure on, and unfortunately are on their way. So there's nothing good I can say about what's gonna happen to you. Good luck. Spurs versus Southampton. That is on a Tuesday, by the way. Spurs versus Southampton. This is gonna be a good game. I can smell it. I'm joking. I can smell it. This is gonna be a good game. Definitely a good game. Why am I saying a good game? Antonio Conte, who has now resurrected the mighty Spurs and the mighty Harry Kane and the mighty Daniel Ali and all the mighty guys that can come, the ones who have been resurrected like this. They're coming on to play at Southampton that year has just gotten a good win over a team that was in the top 4 race in West Ham. So they can hope for something, They can hope for something, but I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy. And also, I'm saying the Spurs can also send the lesson as well. So it's going to be a good game. I don't want to lie to you. It's going to be so much a good game. But I feel like, to be honest, the Spurs are going to win this game either by 2-1 or something. And I see Mora scoring if he's in the game than Son, maybe for Kane. But yeah. Expression has been smiling, people, and it's not always good when expression is smiling all the time. Never good. Ask Don Robbie, will let you know. Watford versus the Hammers is the other game that we need to keep in mind. As we continue with this, we are looking at what's going to be happening with the Hammers, who are going to be playing with Watford. Watford didn't play that last game. Yes, they didn't because of some COVID-19 situations as well. The game was postponed, but now they're back and they're gonna be playing with West Ham. And I don't know how this game is gonna go on like, but I think the Hammers are either gonna draw again or lose again. So let's just hope 1-0 to Watford or draw to the Hammers again. Leicester City versus Liverpool. Liverpool 4, Leicester City 1. That's my prediction. I feel like Brendan Rodgers' troubles are not coming to an end anytime soon. They are not coming to an end anytime soon. And we're going to see them so clearly as they play with this team because there's going to be some interesting things that are going to happen. It's going to be a challenging game and it's going to be exciting to watch as well. So that's why my prediction is not going anywhere but straight to the point. 4-1 to Liverpool. And also they had a break rather than Leicester, so that is going to work into their advantage. And also a break. It was a break. So Leicester were playing with Man City. Mentally challenging. It's a mentally challenging game. So yeah, there's that. Then on the 29th, we're gonna watch Chelsea play against Brighton, and I don't know. I don't know. I know Lukaku is back. I know things are looking up for Chelsea. I know things are exciting at this moment. I know the house is completely on fire. I get all those things. Everything. Oh, Chelsea fans went home going like this. I get all that. You are excited. You deserve to be excited over the performance you showed. But I watched Brentford. I watched Brighton. I watched them play. I watched them play. And I think they're going to have enough over your team, especially that N'Golo Kante and Thiago Silva went out injured. I don't know for how long, but they went out injured. That for me has to count for something because Thiago Silva, for me, Rudiger does the running and whatever he does and the bullying and what, but Thiago Silva is the should I say, the qualified defender to deal with any threat that comes to Chelsea, and you have lost him. That's where I feel like Chelsea are gonna lose it this time, and I feel like they're gonna have a problem over this one. I don't know. I'm really curious to hear what your thoughts are, people, and the way this game will go. But I can't wait to see what happened. Really, I can't wait to see what happens, guys. But the one thing that I know is going to be exciting. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Click the like button if you're enjoying and subscribe to the content. Subscribe. Anyway, we continue. We move, people. We move. Brentford versus Man City. If this was the Brentford that played with Liverpool, I would be excited over the game, but it's another Brentford, and I don't really know what they are really up to. What is their mission exactly? I don't really know what their mission is. So because of that, it's gonna be an easy victory for Man City. We don't even have to talk about it and what. That's just a victory to Man City. Let's give it. Let's take it like this and give it to them. Easy as that. Easy as that. Like if it was possible, this say get your 3 points. We give the guys. The guy just gotta get the 3 points. They just give them to them. But one thing I noticed as well, Man City can be exposed at the back. And if Brentford strikers are at the top level of their game, if they manage to do that, it's pretty much going to be an interesting game, I'm telling you. I'm practically telling you that it's going to be interesting. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Don't forget to click the like button, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the Football Connect because yeah, it's exciting, It's big time. It's big time. It's big time. It's big time. It's big time, people. Thank you very much for watching. I've heard an amazing time talking and making noise. I can't wait to hear your comments in the comment section. And to those who keep subscribing, thank you very much. That means more than you will ever know. But yes, people, to those people who are subscribing, it means a lot to me, to Sam. I'm really, really humbled. You make everything that I do worth doing. I'll be back again tomorrow, guys. No, later on today. Try to talk about the United Newcastle game. But over that, it's up to you, people. Click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect, leave your comments in the comment section. I'm out, and or should I say, we will see you on another video, isn't it? We'll see you on another video. We are out, people. We are completely out, and we'll be back again later. So let's hit the outro and we go.
Beats the goalkeeper. They're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.